Hi guys, welcome to another video. So today we'll kind of practice about those hedging indicators that we can look at in order for us to predict or understand what the market is going on, or the market is going to go up or going to adjust from now on. So today is the August 11th, so it's going to be the market going to open soon in the United States, in the US markets. Okay, before this video is recorded, the stock indices and markets were doing pretty bad in the Asia side. So let's see what happens later, or even not just tonight, and even the week or 2 weeks later. So the main reason we are looking for this subject because it's pretty much the most popular news and topic that we talk about in the markets today. First of all, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe now, and also like my Facebook page. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That's the most direct way to show that you guys love these videos and like the direction of my analysis, and I'll try to make more of these videos in the future. And also share this video to your friends, of course. And first of all, today is Friday, is the last day of the week, and we look at the hedging indicators, meaning that whatever the reasons that whatever our angles and point of view of specific news or economy data is, there's a signal of cash flow flowing into the market or out to the market, out of the market into the hedging indicators such as gold and US dollars, Japanese yen, etc. So that is the ultimate reason whether or not the market will tend to adjust or tend to go up. It's not really about us, not really about how I personally think of that news. Okay, so the news is, of course, there are quite a few news. Okay, the most immediate news is about the backfire between the North Korea and also the Donald Trump, right? So this time Donald Trump's reaction was pretty much unexpected. So that made the gold and the oil went up a little bit. So before that, I'll talk about how I speculate. How I do speculation in the stock market, in the investment market, and also how I hedge the market. So right now, personally, at this time being, I'm having short position, long position of gold, and also short position of Germany DAX index. Okay, and Hong Kong Hang Seng index. That's basically what I've done. I've done this position 3 days ago. So I've been profiting a little bit because I'm not investing a lot. So that is something that I taught and shared about how we should look at the adjustment that may happen using these indicators. First of all, the news is the VIX index has rallied by 44% in one day. Okay, that's because the news before. But the mainly, I think, is not about this news, because I've talked about this many times. Because in September, this is really important, is the Germany presidential election period. Okay, so this is really big, because that is one single biggest country that has most revenue, most GDP in the Eurozone. So that is the key to the economy that is coming up in the rest of the year or next year. And with the news of Donald Trump and North Korea, that people will finally, and also along with the stock market has been going up by 20+% from the beginning of this year. So people really looking for a chance to sell off their stocks and take profit, right? Including me, because all those Amazon, Google, Tencent, Facebook, those really brought me like 30 to 40% ish profit already, just 8 months. So that's the reason why the VIX has been going up, and that is the indicator I talk about and share about like almost 3 months ago that we should look at, and that is one single biggest hit and this surely people are going to hedge and people having less confidence in the market. The second thing is gold. Okay, as you can see, gold is going up, and I bought some gold at this point and more at this point. So now before the market opens, the gold is 1285 is been still going up. So that is the you see the indicator that people are going to have the cash going to put in the gold. So that is the sense of hedging is going on. This third thing is US index. Okay, the US index should be going reverse, right? So the US index is going weak, and the gold will be strong, and the gold will is weaker, and the US dollar will be stronger, right? That's wrong, because when people are hedging, US dollar and gold will go up together. So as you can see, of course, US dollar is not going up really strong, right? But it's not going weak. So that is showing that people are really too panicked that we'll buy some gold, and finally, as in terms of currencies, we will go back to US dollars, right? Because we are trained like that. When there risk and danger outside of the world come to daddy, like US dollar is the daddy, right? So now US dollar and gold going up, and also VX are going up. Three things are going up is pretty bad. The last thing that is new is the US 10-year dividend yield. Okay, that is something that people commonly use outside. Is the index is leading index. Okay, so as you can see, the yield is going gap down, right? It's really where it's gap down right now. It's like 2.2. It's doing pretty bad, and you can, of course, you can look at 2.12 is the lowest point. 2.1 is lowest point. So it is about how people are confident about the United States economy, or how confident the United States is going to raise the interest rate more than 2 or 4 times. Okay, so after Donald Trump was elected, you see the yield has jumped up, gap up, and showing that people are really confident that the Fed will going to raise interest rate for 8 times, because that is what Donald Trump said. So now, obviously, they cannot fulfill this expectation, and of course, the economy is doing pretty bad, and the dividend yield is coming down. So one key point is that the last time we see these indicators being that bad is when it was in the Nasdaq, when it was that time was the beginning of 2016. Okay, so S&P is also the same, beginning of 2016. So what happened? You see 2016 beginning, you see the VIX was really pretty bad. Okay, and then the dividend, the 10-year yield, you see, is a really big downtrend from 2.2 dropping to 1.1. That's pretty bad. Okay, so, and you can see the gold was dropping. I think the gold was dropping. 2000, see, it's going up. It's going up a lot. It's going up a lot, right? And then US dollar, 2016 US dollar here. US dollar, okay, here was going up, and then here, like that. So it's more or less the same, similar to today's situation. So one thing in the short term that you should do. So one thing that is different and hasn't fulfilled yet is the US dollar, because you see the US to Japanese yen is going down, meaning the Japanese yen is really strong already. So people really are selling the stocks and returning the money to Japan. And then this is really bad already. As long as it can hold 109.3, okay? So one thing is, when Friday the US market opens, you see one thing is if everything remains the same, with US dollar breaking above 94, then the next target should be 96.5. The only thing that can survive are gold and US dollar. That's it. Okay, stock market will crash, and the indices will crash. and other commodities will crash also, maybe not gold and oil, but other commodities like coins and copper and plastic, stuff like that. And the only thing you can do is short Canadian dollars, short Australian dollars, stuff like that. So personally, I think that may happen, but we really is depend on tonight, because there's some members of FOMC, they're having some speeches and conversation tonight. That is this week, tonight. Those members will talk about the policies. Maybe they will also further make the US dollar go stronger. Okay, so that is the indicators that I'm going to share. And then technically, Nasdaq is doing pretty bad, because not that it has broken below this trend line and then it's going back into the purple channel, right? So the middle channel will be already 6,000 points. Okay, so S&P 500 is better, but this signal, this candlestick pattern, if you do grouping, these three candlesticks are very, very bad. So the first target should be 2,410. Hopefully that's hopefully that's the place the market will rebound. But we have looked at the one signal is the US dollar index. If it breaks above 94 and the gold is still going up, VX is going up, the yield is going down, and also the Japanese yen is still going stronger, and you can see the market is doing pretty bad. The only market that is doing pretty good, you can see the money is still going into China. So maybe that's really the reason that China is pretty safe, because during this the most recent argument, China is not kind of involved in this argument, right? Because they're involved in this argument in March, April, and May. Okay, so the index dropped a lot, but the index has been rebounded pretty strongly right now. So I think that if you've been following my channel during this past 8 months, you'll be profiting, definitely outperforming the index, because you're buying the stock that are outperforming the index, right? But just the index is going up by 20%. For example, I talk about stocks of Dow and also the tech stocks, and I talk about how we should start planning to buy stocks that are blue chips in stock S&P 500, like banking, US banking industry, remember? And also Johnson & Johnson, stuff like that. They may probably outperform the tech stocks because they have been underperforming. But even though you're not doing anything at all, just following my channel and our general direction and decisions, you're probably going to sell. You can sell your stocks anytime, because you're probably profiting by 30 to 40%, like me, 40-ish% right now, just by stocks. So if my suggestion is, unless Nasdaq is going back to 6,000 points and S&P is going back to 2,400 points, and then you can there's a deeper variation that you can capture profit, and then you can play again, you can invest again. Otherwise, you can wait for it to break historic high, which is this point. S&P is 2,490 points, and then Nasdaq is 6,460 points, and then technically it will go up again, and then you can invest a little bit again. So anything between this, you can just say, I retire for the rest of the year, so I can play again next year, I can invest again next year. That's fine. That's fine. That's a pretty good approach, because you can make sure what you have profited in the past 8 months will be really profited in your pockets. Okay, so that's basically it. It's pretty intensive and serious topic. Hopefully you can grasp it and you can watch it, and make sure you can make sure in the playlist watch again playlist, and then you can watch it again, so that this is generally the hedging indicators that we should be pay attention to, then we can better prepare and we may be doing something earlier. We can react sooner than most of the people. So hopefully that's it for now, and then I will see you next time. Remember to like and share this video to your friends. Investing made easy. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.